Hey there Kangaroo Bros and welcome back to World of Roocraft. I'm your Lore Master Roo and this is my robo-apprentice Boomer.
Hello there! Hey Roo, aren't you sick of those pesky ads all over your videos?
No, not really.
I know you are. Well, let me introduce you to a wonderful invention. The Ad Begone Beam from Professor Krachboom. The newest innovation in ad removal technology.
What the hell are you doing?
Plugging our sponsor.
But we don't have a sponsor.
Well, I do have one now. Professor Krachboom's ad removal.
What? He left me no other choice. Alright, on to today's topic. Today I want to talk to you about the Eastern Plaguelands. If you want to check this area out yourself, you'll need a character who's at least level 40. Just so you know. As you can deduce from the zone's name, this area is right next to the Western Plaguelands from our last review. But that's not the only interesting thing about the Eastern Plaguelands. This is the first zone we talk about that doesn't have a faction-specific storyline. This means that all the quests are handed out by neutral NPCs and the story stays the same for every player. So without further ado, let's head to our magic portal to talk a bit about the Eastern Plaguelands history. It's so quiet all of a sudden. The story of the Eastern Plaguelands shares similarities with the Western Plaguelands. Duh. The landscape changed into a corrupted and diseased form and was flooded by zombies. And just like its western neighbor, the Eastern Plaguelands did play a major role in the Third War. While investigating the rise of the Scourge, the young paladin Arthas Manatiel, the sorceress Jaina Proudmoore, and Uta the Lightbringer traveled to the biggest city of Lordaeron, Stratholme. Here they hoped to find the Scourge's leader in Lordaeron, the Dreadlord Mal'Ganis. But things took an even darker turn as the trio realized that the citizens of Stratholme were already infected by the Scourge. Arthas ordered Uta to kill those citizens, and after he disobeyed him, he went on to kill them himself. He also disbanded the Silver Hand. Later, he followed Mal'Ganis to Northrend, leaving Stratholme in ruins and overrun by the undead Scourge. But Stratholme wasn't the only town affected by the Scourge. For example, just look at Darrowshire and the Tyr's Hand. I don't want to go too much into detail, but there are a few things I have to mention before we can move on to the current story. After the kingdom of Lordaeron was destroyed, a guy named Alexandros Morgraine gathered a group of holy warriors. They managed to regain the western parts of Stratholme and Tyr's Hand. After Morgraine died, the group divided into the Brotherhood of the Light, the Argent Dawn, and the Scarlet Crusade. Look at that! After 23 episodes, I finally talked about the Crusade's origins. Isn't that cool, Boomer? Boomer? Oh, right.
Order now with the promo code BOOMER! Oh wait, what happened? You turned me off again!
I was just asking you how cool it is that we finally talked about the origins of the Scarlet Crusade.
I don't care! You promised to stop doing that!
The following years haven't been kind to the Eastern Plaguelands. Kel'Thuzad returned to them with his floating necropolis, Naxxramas, before it disappeared during the war in Northrend and got replaced by Akaros, the Ebon Hold. This is the starting zone for Death Knight characters and features the big blue meanie, Arthas, I'm so evil Manatiel. But we're not gonna talk about that one today. After the war in Northrend and the Cataclysm, things changed a little bit for the better in the Eastern Plaguelands. The Argent Crusade established a foothold in the Light's Hope Chapel in their effort to fight back the Scourge. And the Cenarian Circle is also trying to revitalize the land. But the corruption of the Scourge sits deeper here as in the Western Plaguelands. The area is still misshapen and overrun by zombies, damned cultists and ghosts.
That's it! I told you! No ghosts! I have it up here with your bullshit! I'm done! I'm going back to my trailer!
Boomer, wait! You signed a contract, dude! You can't just leave! Damn it. Looks like I have to do this one alone after all. Well, for this video we will enlist the help of our Orc Shaman, there he is, and we will jump right in with the opening storyline in the Eastern Plaguelands. Let's go! Today's adventure starts out a little bit different. We are on our way to the Eastern Plaguelands as we run into the Worgen woman Fiona. Fiona is a traveling merchant and on her way through the Plaguelands. She's accompanied by her paladin friends, the dwarf Gidwin Goldbratz and the blood elf Taranor Sunstrike. While the caravan took a break, the two paladins came up with a bet: who could slay the most undead scourge? Since Fiona wants to continue her trek, she asks us to get the two friends back to her. We find Gidwin in a sticky situation, and to help him we have to gather some stomach juice from the nearby spider monsters. Taranor, on the other hand, has a simpler task for us. We have to kill some hulking zombies. In case you couldn't tell yet, our time with Fiona and her friends will act as the overarching storyline in this video. We join the caravan since they are on their way to the Light's Hope Chapel, so Gidwin and Taranor can join the Argent Crusade. Our first stop is at the Crown Guard Tower. On our way there, we can enjoy some banter between the paladin pals. Just a quick question: how did a dwarf and blood elf become friends as kids? That's a little bit unlikely. Never mind. At the Crown Guard Tower we talk to Argus Highbeacon, who joins our little troop, and also talk to Carlin Redpath. Carlin tells us about the town of Darrowshire, where a vicious battle went down. He asks us to check the place out, and we run into the ghost of his niece, Pamela Redpath. She tells us that she misses her father Joseph, who died in the battle for Darrowshire. He is not a ghost, since he got transformed into a horrible beast during the fight. We decide to help the ghost kid and enlist the help of the gnome Chromie. She has us collecting different mementos and relics from the Darrowshire battle, and with her time magic we manage to save Joseph Redpath from being stuck as a monster. It feels good to help people out, even if they are dead. Before we move on to our next destination, we also check in with our Cenarian Circle buddies and help them grow some flowers in a Scourge base. We also blow up their blight dispensing flying thingies. That's pretty cool. On our way to the Light's Hope Chapel, we also make a short stop at the Light's Shield Tower. There's not much going on here. But we do meet the undead troll Vex Tool, who decides to join our group too. Things get a little bit more interesting as we finally arrive at the Light's Hope Chapel. Here we help Gidwin and Taranor pass their initiation test. Now we are official members of the Argent Crusade and can go on to kill some of those Scourge fiends. And here's a fun thing to do. You can go to the town named Tyr's Hand and deal with the Scarlet Crusade there. But there is a little ironic twist. The Crusaders here turned into zombies. Before we move on, we can talk to the goblin Beazle Linkspanner, who joins our little family. With all that said and done, we make haste to our next stop, the Eastwall Tower. Here we make friends with the Tarwin shaman Rimblood Earthshatter, and you guessed it, he becomes part of our little travel group too. This completes our little caravan, and we even get a neat achievement for it. But enough of our travel group, we still have work to do at the Eastwall Tower. Together with Vex Tool, we travel to Zul Mashar to show the Mossflayer trolls who's boss. We do some brutal stuff like ripping out their eyes and killing their chief. And that's not enough, we even burn his corpse. Weirdly enough, Vex Tool decides to kill himself by jumping into the fire too. What? Our story takes a dramatic turn as Gidwin is dwarf-napped. To find him, we first go to the North Pass Tower and beat up some Scourge guys. They reveal that a lady called Baroness Anastari ordered our friend's capture and brought him to the Plague Woods. Well, this place looks nice. We eventually figure out that the Baroness wants to turn Gidwin into a Death Knight, and we rush to his rescue. We take on the evil witch, and together with the help of our friends, we manage to free Gidwin. While we are at the Plague Woods, we also check out the last guard tower, the Plaguewood Tower. There isn't much to do here, but to beat up some zombie pigs. That's nice, I guess. But what happens next to our new friends? With Gidwin saved, they are now ready to move on and leave the Plaguelands. Sadly, that also means that we have to say goodbye to them. But there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet. Gathering all members of the caravan does not only earn you an achievement, you also get to choose a permanent bounty for your time in the Eastern Plaguelands. Fiona's one gives you a chance to get extra loot from enemies, Taranor's and Gidwin's bounty add holy damage to your attacks, and for a weird reason there's also Pamela's doll. which makes her appear. There's also Vextool's armbands, which gives you a chance to knock back enemies. Rimbolt's stones give you a minor self-heal on killing enemies, and Beazle's bonus increases your movement speed by 10%. And last but not least, there's Argus's journal, which gives you a 2% experience bonus. If you ask me, Beazle's and Argus's boni are the best out of them. But you can try them all for yourself, since they don't disappear once you choose one. And that concludes our adventure in the Plaguelands. So let's head back. Oh, Boomer, good to see you're joining us again. I was just about to close off the video.
I'm sorry for earlier. I was just really pissed.
Yeah, I could see that.
But don't worry, I'm all better now. Thanks to Professor Krachboom's Robotonic. Is your stupid creator grinding your gears? Try Professor Krachboom's Robotonic.
I hate you. Now that was interesting. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
You know what else is fun? Saving money with Professor Krachboom's crazy savings.
Stop it, Boomer. I swear to God. Next time we take a look at the Northern Stranglethorn. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment.
And become a Kangabo by subscribing to the channel. Do it! Do it now!